Mr. Cumberbatch was so close to me, and I realized how attractive he was.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, I was 19, and he was only 10 years older than me.
Only 10? It's not much. At least you got the math right. You're adding 2 plus 2 and coming up with 69, you nasty girl.
Oh, cool. Thanks a lot.
Huh? What's this? Maybe I should meet them. Lame.
Finally, today is my day. Looks like my guests arrived.
You might be taking this a tad too seriously.
It's good to see you, buddy boy. Come, make yourself at home, okay? I want you to feel welcome in my dungeon, my home.
I'm a little concerned.
Not dungeon, home. So let's get down to the dirty business, shall we, senpai? Still can't believe he's in my home, by the way.
What the hell is wrong with you?
We both have an issue, and it begins with th and it ends in ots. Thoughts are ruining our lives. So finally, after gathering all of the clickbait stones, I can finally get rid of them.
My stomach really hurts all of a sudden.
No.
I have to go.
This is not going at all how I expected. I know what I can do. I can just slap them. Uh-oh. I don't feel so good. Somebody really needs to take these costumes away from me. Papa Raz, we love your costumes. We get to call you Snap Daddy. It hurt my soul to even say that, by the way. However, if this video gets 10,000 beautiful likes tonight, I will go into Yandere Simulator and I will snap for real. And I will do it wearing the Infinity Gauntlet and the Thanos swimsuit. It's really been a great year on YouTube, hasn't it? Welcome to Share My Story, a channel with videos that will make you go, why? Why does this exist? Why does this exist? Why does this exist? And why does this exist? But you know your boy's gotta dive inside and check him out for himself. So smash like if you're coming on this journey with me to the unknown world of true stories. My psychopath brother. This seems like a great place to start.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Lily.
Hey Lily, I'm
My
Raz.
older brother is a psychopath.
No, I can tell already. Did you see them green eyes? That is the face of a bad man. Green eyes are bad. Mine aren't green, by the way.
He's always been very selfish and aggressive.
What? Did he just rip off the bear's head? Why would you do that? Why would you do that so many times? 100% a psychopath. Although the parents are probably psychotic as well for repeatedly buying the same toys over and over again.
One time, he told her I'd stolen her money and bought lots of candy. I started crying and said it wasn't true. But when my mom checked my backpack and found loads of candy,
Position
she
9/10th,
got
girl.
really angry and called me a dirty liar.
At the age of like 4, you dirty liar. Hey kid, you're a filthy, disgusting, dirty liar.
I felt like no one cared about me.
Nobody does care about you.
And the only friend I had was my cat, Lulu.
Aww.
We were really close. And she was a great comfort when my...
Oh, don't tell me. Don't get rid of the cat. I'm gonna switch this off. If he gets rid of the cat, I'm switching this off.
brother was cruel again. One day, Lulu disappeared.
Oh, come on! Nasty.
But when my mom went to buy groceries, my brother yelled, Lily, Lily, come out here.
No, don't,
I went outside and saw
no!
my brother holding Lulu in his right hand.
Why?
With a knife in his left.
Why?
Lulu wasn't moving.
If he gets rid of the cat, I'm switching this off.
Wait, hold on a second. What is that? No, I'm reading this wrong. I'm definitely reading it wrong. I need my glasses to make sure I read this properly. I poked holes into my boyfriend's condom.
Hi, I'm Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
And I want to tell you how I got revenge on my ex-boyfriend Mark after he cheated on me with the one girl I hated more than anyone else.
Oh, no, my G. Ladies and gentlemen, never cheat, but never cheat on a woman because their hatred is like burning pits of hell that will last for eternity. Especially because she poked holes in your John boy. No, actually, his bits and pieces. No, that would be evil.
Clarissa.
No, not Clarissa. We hate Clarissa. Look at Clarissa. Thoughts! If I had my Infinity Gauntlet, I'd be snapping her out of existence.
I used to be really good friends with her until
that's
10th
even
grade
worse.
when she suddenly turned into a complete
That happens.
I told her I had a crush on Adam and asked her to keep it secret. but instead, she got up in front of our class
Oh,
and told everyone that I was in love with him.
You nasty piece of work. Blondie. Oh, I'd push her down the stairs. I wouldn't poke holes in a
Then
John
she
Donne.
asked, "Who wants to date Lisa?" And everyone screamed, "No one!"
Whoa.
I don't know why she hated me so much,
Whoa.
but she turned everyone in our class against me until the only person who still talked to me was Mark.
Good
We
old
started
Mark.
hanging out together. and
Shooting some
eventually
hoops.
We
This
became
guy's a
a
full-time
couple.
baller. Look at
Nobody understood.
hand holding. Who holds hands? It's a nasty video. Holding hands like that. Oh, now they're holding balls. What am I, 5?
Nobody understood why Mark would want to date me. He was popular and sporty while I was the weird girl no one liked. But Mark always said he didn't care about the opinions of others.
I don't care.
We were
I'm
dating for
cool.
a couple years when I got a Facebook message from Clarissa
Oh.
that changed everything.
Nope.
She wrote,
Decline.
"Your boyfriend says I'm better in bed than you."
Woo! Alrighty then, Clarissa. It looks like you've not matured any, you dirty skank. Your boyfriend said I'm like totally better in bed than you. Well, enjoy your 8. Yikes.
I got so mad.
Oh, she's furious.
I wanted to take a knife and go all psycho on both of them, but obviously I didn't.
Good
Instead,
pause. Good pause.
I came up with a better plan.
Yeah, this is a much
I
better
needed
plan.
to know if Clarissa was telling the truth, so
Right.
I stopped sleeping with Mark,
Oh.
telling him I had a headache whenever he wanted.
Oh
Then I
no.
poked holes in the contact in his
No. I thought the other girl was a psycho. You're a nutcase too.
wallet.
Don't do
so I
that.
could see whether they had been used or not.
Oh.
I started
There's got to be an easier way than that. There's got to be a much easier way than that. That's just no. You're gonna get somebody prig.
checking his wallet at least once a week, and there was always a brand new condom.
Oh no.
So Clarissa was telling the truth.
Yep.
I didn't know what to do.
What do you
But
do?
then Mark told me he wanted to break up because we weren't having.
Oh, come on, dog. What? Guys always want one thing, and it's disgusting. They want a slice of that senpai.
I got really angry and said he didn't deserve me anyway because he was cheating on me with Clarissa.
Uh-oh.
He looked shocked and asked me how I had found out about it. I said, Clarissa told me on Facebook.
Yikes, there's no way of getting out of that one, dog. I think you're gonna have to change your name, move town, and potentially, actually, no, 100% get yourself tested, because that Clarissa sounds like she got at least crabs.
I poked holes into your condoms to see if you're using them. Oopsie.
Oops, was that me? Wow, what a shame. Oh, we enjoy being a father.
Mark completely freaked out and screamed, "You did what?"
Oh, you did.
He looked seriously upset,
Oh, this guy's gone like proper Saiyan.
like he might even hit me, so I quickly got out of there.
He was gonna
Now I'm
bait
dating
me.
Jake.
Oh.
He's a total sweetheart and completely
Jake, you
faithful.
honey bear.
And I wish I had left Mark right when I found out about him and Clarissa.
Mark just belongs in the trash.
Because you will never.
Wait a minute, what happened to that apple? That's just a symbol of her heart has been fragmented and broken apart. Doesn't matter how expensive your soul and heart is, it can still be broken.
Never believe what I saw when I checked Clarissa's Facebook. There was a photo of her and Mark with their new.
How can that be a surprise? We all knew that was gonna happen. Come on, look at that little smug child. Drown it. Well, I can't say that. Jiminy Christmas.
Since Mark and I had only split up 7 months ago, I guess my condom trick worked better than I expected.
Yup.
At first, I felt amazing. And I wanted to tell Clarissa that
She's
she only
evil.
got pregnant because of me.
Uh-oh.
But then I started to think about what might happen if I did. Maybe Clarissa would hate the baby. Maybe even give it away.
Oh, no.
Then it hit me. I had destroyed 3 lives.
Yep, you have.
Mark always said he didn't want to have kids until his 30s, so
Oh,
he
dear.
could focus on becoming a professional soccer player.
Oh, no.
Instead, now he's a dad at 19. Suddenly, I felt ashamed.
You should.
I wanted revenge so bad that I didn't think about the.
Let's have a think about this, though. Mister, who's putting his little peeper in some other sister, he needs to have gone to her and went, look, BT Dubs, the John Doms that we've been using, yeah, they've been tampered with. We might need to go and get you checked, okay?
If I could take back what I did, I would. Because if everyone behaved like I did.
Oh, that doggy. Oh, that's the most redeeming feature of this whole story. Except her! Who is this woman? She's evil as well. Pay attention to the doggy. Look how happy. That doggy, that's a good boy. That's a good boy, okay?
And messed with other people's lives, nobody would trust anyone.
Wait, what? What's going
That's
on
not
here?
the world I want to live in. All I can say is, I'm sorry. I promise to not do something so stupid again.
Wait, this is a real
At
story.
least they look happy in their photo, and I really hope they stay that way because I want them to raise their baby with love.
Oh, wow. Arya Stark up there. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Guess who's next on my list? And then Clarissa's underneath. Wow. All right. Story's about to get dark.
If you have a story that you want to share with the rest of the world, please send it to our email. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.
Wait, that is actually a real story. Who did that? I think it was you, Melissa. Own up to your story, all right? Oh, hold up a second. You have got to be kidding me. This cannot be a real story. It can't. It just can't.
Have you ever done something truly evil and destroyed someone's whole life?
No.
Well, I have.
Okay.
I was 19 and about to graduate from high school.
Right.
But then my math teacher, Mr. Cumberbatch.
Did he say 19? How many years were you held back?
I was 19 and
Yeah, you were held back, weren't you? You were not the smartest kid in the old class, eh?
about to graduate from high school. But then my math teacher, Mr. Cumberbatch, told me I'd failed his class and would have to repeat the year.
I'm gonna be giving you a set of these there, girl. So come to my after class study sesh. Disgusting and icky.
I was devastated because I had already made plans to go to college. So I started crying and begged him to show mercy and let me pass.
Plus, let me pass.
But he said, no, and shook his head.
And that's
In a
where the
last
story should
attempt,
end.
I gave him a big hug and said, please, Mr. Cumberbatch, isn't there anything I can do?
Oh, I've seen plenty of Japanese cartoons designed for adults. What? And I can guess where this goes. Actually, no, I don't even need to guess. I've seen the title of the of the story.
He pushed me away and said, no, it's too late now.
I don't want to go to
But
jail.
I showed persistence
Get
and
off your
kept
knees.
begging
Stand
him,
up.
saying,
Stand up, you thought.
please, 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 Mr. Cumberbatch,
Stand up.
isn't there anything
Stand
I
up,
can
stand
do
up,
for
stand
you?
up, stand up, stand up.
Finally, he had a change of heart and wrote down an address on a paper and said, okay, come here on Saturday, 6 p.m.
No.
We will do some math exercises, and if you do well, I will change your grade and let you pass. I gave him one last hug and said, thank you, Mr. Cumberbatch.
I'm sorry, at this point I would have gone, look, get off me. Get off me, it's not worth my license. Thank you very much, Blondie. Take a step back. I will change your grade if we study in school with about 20 other witnesses. Thank you very much. Don't come to my house. Why is he inviting her back to his house? Look at that smiling. He knows what he's doing. Send him to jail.
When Saturday arrived, I was very nervous. I didn't know if I was going on a date or if I was...
No, what gave you that assumption? No, how? He was saying no like 40 times. Why is it suddenly turned into, am I on a date? No, you're going to study, you idiot.
was getting a private
No
math...
wonder you didn't do well at maths, because you're adding 2 + 2 and coming up with 69, you nasty girl.
math lesson. But just to be sure, I dressed myself
No,
up.
you didn't. You didn't dress yourself up. You wore sweatpants and probably a stanky old jumper. That's what you should have worn.
I put on my old school uniform, but made a few changes to look as exciting as possible.
I'm disappointed in this world.
When I arrived at his house, he opened the door and said, come in, you're looking gorgeous today.
Oh, okay. Nah, don't. Strike him off the list. Put him on a new list. Register.
Thank you, Mr. Cumberbatch.
Thank-
You're looking good too. We sat down at a desk and he told me to solve some math problems.
That's not a desk, that's a
but I
couch.
couldn't focus.
Mr.
Mr. Cumberbatch was so close to me, and I realized how attractive he was.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, I was 19, and he was only 10 years older than me.
Only 10. It's not much. At least you got the math right. Actually, I don't even trust our math. It might only be 3, or it could be 80. Your math is that bad.
He could decide whether I would pass the year or repeat it.
Oh, jeez.
At one point,
Like that.
I just stared into his eyes and hoped he would kiss me. But I guess he was too nervous.
Yes.
So instead, I kissed him.
Oh, no.
And he liked it.
Oh, no.
Kissing my high school teacher
Da, da, da,
wasn't
da, da, da.
technically illegal,
Yeah,
but we
what?
still broke the rules of our school.
Yeah.
A teacher-student relationship was strictly prohibited, but that's what made it so exciting.
Naughty.
When we said goodbye to each other, I asked him if I had studied enough to pass the year, and he said, you have worked very hard today, and therefore I will let you pass. I said, thank you, Mr. Cumberbatch.
I can't. I don't think I can watch any more of this. I really can't.
And gave him one more kiss on his mouth.
No.
This might shock you, but it was my first time. And because of my inexperience, I forgot to tell him to use protection. So 2 weeks later, I found out I was pregnant. I didn't mind though, because I really liked Mr. Cumberbatch. The next day, I went up to him at school to tell him about the baby.
No.
I secretly hoped we would become a couple.
No.
But when he heard the news, he got
No.
angry and said, you will go to the pharmacy right now
Oh,
and
no.
get the pill.
No.
I didn't like the way he talked to me. This was my body and therefore my decision.
Oh, dear.
I asked him if he was interested in raising the baby with me.
Oh, my God.
But he freaked out and screamed, I already have a wife and kid.
Well,
I'll
you
never-
should have thought about it first, diggity dog. What are you doing? Stop dipping the ink in the student pens.
Take care of your stupid baby. Go to the pharmacy right now. I screamed back, "You're married?"
Uh-oh.
And he said, "Of course. And don't act like you didn't know.
Wait, what?
All my students know I have a wife and kid."
Yeah.
Wow, what a jerk. Not only did he betray his wife, but now he was trying to put the blame on me. I got angry and said, "I will keep the baby and tell your wife what you did."
Oh, Jiminy Christmas.
That's when he almost had a seizure and screamed right at me, "You won't do that." But then I had an idea.
Uh-oh.
I knew I would keep the baby anyway, but at least I could pretend to make a deal with him.
Right.
I said, "If you turn all my grades into straight A's, then I will change my mind on the baby." Mr. Cumberbatch was desperate. He agreed to the deal and snuck into our school at night to change my grades on the principal's computer.
Ninja!
But 2 days later, on my graduation day, things went wrong.
What?
When my principal handed over my report card, he took a quick look at it and said, "There must have been a mistake."
Yeah, you've got Michael Jackson as a dog on your wall.
"There must have been a mistake." I immediately knew my plan had failed, and the next day I got my real report card, and my grades were terrible. The only A I got was in Mr. Cumberbatch's math class.
Uh-oh.
I knew it wasn't his fault, but I was so angry, I found out his address and went to his house.
Oh, no.
A woman opened the door, and she was pregnant too.
Oh, no, this
I
guy's
asked her if she
seed
was
is
the wife
strong.
of Mr. Cumberbatch, and she said yes. Then Mr. Cumberbatch appeared next to her. He stared at me in a very threatening way.
Oh, no, oh, no,
For a
no,
moment,
no,
I had
no,
doubts,
no, no,
but then
no,
I
no.
looked straight into her eyes and said, "Your husband got me pregnant, and he has no interest in taking responsibility for
Jiminy
his mistake."
Christmas.
I hoped she would get angry at her husband, but instead she got angry at me.
What?
Screaming, "You boob! You've seduced my husband, you dirty boob!" Wow, if Mr. Cumberbatch hadn't held her back from me, I might not be alive today. I was shocked and went back home, but it got worse.
How? How
The
could
next
this get
day,
worse?
She came to my house and used a golf club to break in through a window. My parents weren't at home to protect me, so I fled to the rooftop and called the police.
Wait, what? How did you
They
get on the
arrived
roof?
in time and took
What is
Mrs.
this?
Cumberbatch
What?
into custody.
What?
2 weeks later, she was sentenced to 24 months in prison.
What?
But this story gets even crazier.
How? How does it
I
get
called
crazier?
up Mr. Cumberbatch and told him we needed to talk. We met at a restaurant and I asked him, "How much child support will you pay me each month?" He responded, "I'm only a teacher. I don't make much money." But I asked again, "How much child support are you
This girl, I tell you what, her mathematics skills and the rest of her academics may not be good, but she's a hustler. She knows how to get stuff. Jiminy Christmas.
going to pay me?"
This is wild.
He said, "Look, my pregnant wife is in prison and we both know she is insane. I will divorce
Yeah.
her as soon as possible and I'd like you to come live with me.
No, don't listen to
It
this.
will be the best for both you and the baby."
No, it's not the best. No, it's not the best.
I
Don't listen to him.
immediately said yes because I was scared of being a single mom.
Don't.
But after
oh.
my daughter was born, I had to take care of both her and Mr. Cumberbatch's other baby.
Oh, no.
At first, I didn't mind. I loved them both. But then I saw how Mr. Cumberbatch preferred his other daughter over mine. He spent more time with her and treated her so much better. Every morning, he said to her, "Hey, sweetie, good morning. I love you so much." And then he completely ignored my daughter. I had to admit that she was the perfect child. Extremely beautiful and very smart. Much smarter than my daughter. At age 2, she already spoke fluently. I often screamed at Mr. Cumberbatch, telling him to treat them equally, but he never did. At one point, I couldn't take it anymore.
Wait, what?
I went to a lawyer and asked him how much the father of my child had to pay me in child support on a $40,000 teacher salary. He told me to expect at least $1,000 per month.
What?
That was a good amount,
That's
but I knew
wild.
I could do better. So I went to Mr. Cumberbatch and said, "I will move out, but I expect you to pay me $2,000 in child support each month."
Wow, hustling.
Of course, he told me he
Bleeding
didn't
him
have
dry.
enough money to do that. But I continued.
Whoa.
"If you don't pay me the money, I will tell the school authorities that you got me pregnant while I was one of your students.
Whoa, dog.
I'm sure they will fire you for that."
Wow, she's a
He
hustler.
got angry and said, "How stupid are you? If I'm gonna lose my job, then how am I gonna pay your child support?"
Well, she
I
did fail
responded,
school.
"You are demanded by the law to pay my child support anyway. If you don't, you will go to prison just like your wife."
Oh, no.
"You are insane. All you women are insane," he said.
Well,
But I didn't care. I told him
I'm
to
sorry,
get
moral of the story is keep your dipstick to yourself, you know what I'm saying, dog?
a second job. And we figured he could tutor kids to afford the $2,500 in child support. Meanwhile, I moved back in with my parents, and life became much easier for me.
What?
Right now,
did
my
you
mom
get a
takes
job?
care of my daughter while I'm going to college.
All right,
With
okay,
the
okay.
$2,500 Mr. Cumberbatch sends me each month, I have enough money to...
Wait a minute, she's so stupid. I'm sorry, I gotta stop that there. She's so stupid that she's wearing her shoes on the wrong feet. Look at the feet! She's wearing them on the wrong ones. That's how dumb she is. What's she studying at college, huh? Huh?
I have enough money to feed my daughter and party through the weekends.
What?
Trust me.
No. Look after your kid. Don't just party the weekends. You're just shifting the responsibility onto your mum. You go to college, then at the weekend you should be looking after your own kid. No, I have no respect for you.
I really enjoy my college life.
Yeah.
But Mr. Cumberbatch had to move into a cheaper and smaller house.
Well, that's his own
He
fault.
couldn't afford his old rent anymore. I knew it was wrong, but for some reason, I deeply enjoyed seeing Mr. Cumberbatch suffer. A few months later, I checked his Facebook and saw he was back with Mrs. Cumberbatch.
Yeah, of course he was.
I was
That
so
was
envious
never
of
not
their
gonna
daughter.
happen.
I didn't think they deserved such a perfect child. So one night, after
What
I
are
came
you
back
gonna
from a college
do?
party, I did something terrible.
Oh no.
I put a bunch of photos of me holding Mrs. Cumberbatch's daughter on a USB stick, put it in an envelope, and sent it to their new home.
What's wrong with
I
you?
wanted to let Mrs.
You're
Cumberbatch
crazy,
know that her
Yandere
husband
girl.
and I had been living together while she was in
Oh
prison.
no.
I'd hoped she'd get angry and break into my house so the police could arrest her
She's
again.
chill though. Please
But
reform.
this time nothing happened.
Good.
And instead of giving up, I took it one step further. When it was time to receive my next child support check, I went to their home to pick it up personally.
Oh no.
Mrs. Cumberbatch opened the door looking shocked to see me.
Yeah, of course you would.
I said, I want to pick up my child support check in person. She said, what are you talking about?
Uh-oh.
And I responded, your husband didn't tell you? He pays me $2,000 per month in child support so I can take care of my daughter.
Oh no.
I saw she was getting angry. And then her daughter came to the door and saw me. She immediately started screaming out of joy and ran up to me. Her mother said, don't touch her. But I didn't care. I picked her up and said, oh, there's my baby.
Oh no, you're a nutter. Why would you do that? Why would you go ahead and do that? I know you're a woman, Scorn, and I know you've been betrayed and stuff, but this is nuts. This is a true story. This is a true story. Are you kidding me? Are there people like this in the world?
Mama is back now. Her mother took her out of my arms and screamed at me. You dirty little girl. All you do is...
I'm sorry, what? Did you just call her a dirty little girl? That is... No, that's not right.
If you're such a happy family, why didn't your husband tell you he's paying another girl $2,000
Yeah, true.
a month in child support?
True.
And where is he anyway? I'm sure he wants to sleep with me again.
Ah.
She responded, you better not come here again or it will be your last time.
Oh dear.
And I said, you better be careful your husband doesn't get another girl pregnant.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
He
whoa.
really doesn't care about you.
Oh,
That's when she suddenly ran into her apartment.
Jiminy
I
Christmas.
was afraid she was getting a knife, so I quickly got out of there
Yeah,
ASAP.
you probably should.
But on my way home, I felt weird. Like I had done something wrong.
Yes, you did, because you did do something wrong. They were happy, they were moving on, they were getting on with their lives, just like you should have been. You went to college, you got your own thing, you got your own kid, just deal with it. But you went and started up some... Nah, you're nasty.
It seemed that Mrs. Cumberbatch had matured and was really trying her best to make things work.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, I was the one trying to destroy their family and making everyone miserable.
Yeah, you're a nutter.
I knew I'd messed up. And that's why I decided not to bother them anymore.
Good.
I still receive my child support checks, but now I fully focus on my daughter and on college.
Finally, you learned your lesson. What is that? I can't take any more of these. I can't take any more. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was, I don't know what, Share My Story? These are real? Please go and check out their channel if you haven't already, because they've got some fantastic sounding stories. And if you would like to see me react to some more, let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll go ahead and do that. And remember, 10,000 beautiful likes, and I will wear the Thanos costume, and I will do some snapping in Yansim. Either way, guys, hope you had a fantastic Christmas. I've been Razzbowski. You've been the beautiful Raspberries, as always, for watching, and I love each and every single one of you. Goodbye. We both have an issue, and it begins with th and it ends in ots.